Hi, John. You asked me what I thought of your LinkedIn profile, and I thought I would go ahead and do a little video critique so you get the clearest and most concise and condensed explanation I could give you right away. So, you're a nurse, okay? And the first thing I ask with regards to your LinkedIn profile is what your goal is, okay? um, because a lot of people who get LinkedIn profile rewrites and stuff are maybe people who have to kind of like sales recruiters or accountants, self-employed professionals. Those are the kinds of folks whose paycheck depends on acquiring more leads, but you're not that kind of person. However, um, that said, even though you're not trying to find more leads, you can still do a whole lot to actually make yourself unique. So here's your name and your job position, your job title, and then here's your LinkedIn profile summary. And turns out that you haven't actually said anything in these two critical areas to actually differentiate yourself in any way, shape, or form. So your name is John Cornejo, I believe. And I mean, you could be John Doe, registered nurse, and it wouldn't really make a difference because you've just said what you do. You haven't said how you help people, how you're different. Okay, so there's a couple of things I would do in your LinkedIn profile right away to distinguish yourself, especially if you're trying to become more connected, maybe land a certain position, whatever. You always have to do what you write your LinkedIn profile, keeping in mind the goal you have with regards to your career. But anyway, as far as your profile goes, um, you could tell a story that really highlights how you're better or superior. You're a superior nurse. Okay, so you could tell a short but really really vivid story of the one time when something happened and you know you know you you were able to shine. So you could just tell a story, and basically I would open with a compelling headline, right? Um, I'm just making up stuff, but the headline could be something like, "Hey, the time when I almost died or something, or I saved the life, but whatever." It just some sort of unusual, sensational story, and actually tell the story, okay? Because if you tell a story and it's the one story that it's unique to you, and no other nurse could tell that story, and it conveys how you are a superior nurse, then all of a sudden um, you will be memorable. But no one can ever mistake who you are and why you're awesome. Um, and of course, after you tell your story, you do a call to action saying, "Hey, connect with me," right? Um, Additionally, if you've done a lot, if you have a long list of accomplishments that are impressive, um, I would also consider just listing some of them here. Um, However, you don't want to talk about your accomplishments. You want to talk more about the results that you've produced, right? So I don't know how that works in in the world of nurses, but um, uh, you know, if you have produced superior results to the average, you can say, hey, the average nurse does this, and I have accomplished that. And I don't know what that is. That's something I have to actually talk to you about to know. But that's kind of the long and short. Another important thing is, right here, you really need to figure out down to one sentence why you are better than every other nurse or everyone in your industry, whatever. you want a concise sentence. Now, if you look at my profile, of course, I say I help people create a jaw-dropping first impression on LinkedIn. Um, you know, I'm not really sure what that is for you right now. Um, that's something I would dig out of you over a Skype call. Um, Additionally, uh, you can find a way to, do something interesting with your photos so that you stand out. Obviously, that's completely up to, one's discretion. Um, this area is really important as far as creating that first impression and starting to position yourself one way or another, right? And depending on what your goal is, you can do it in a lot of different ways. But the two main ways I would go about it for you is either one compelling story of how an unassuming nurse called John turned out to be the savior of the day, or the Superman, or the, I don't know, right? Or you could just list your a few really impressive results that you've produced over the years. And of course, all of this other stuff is organic, right? So obviously, you want more endorsements, but that just comes with time. And let's see what you got here. And then you can do a laundry list of other things to just make your profile thicker and richer, right? You can add videos in some sort of creative way to kind of share a little bit more of who you are and what you offer, what you deliver. If you're a nurse, it could be something as simple as a few cool tips that only nurses know that most people don't know about, right? And if you deliver a few of those, that can help you stand out as well. Um, if you have any interesting side projects that you're working on, you can add projects to your profile and follow the same formula. So I'll show you my profile really quickly. Um, oh, this profile, along with almost every profile that I've personally ever seen, whether I wrote it or not, follows a very specific formula. Okay, I grab your attention, because before I get your attention, there's nothing that you can do. You're not going to read the profile, right? That's the next thing. Is I just start building interest by asking some questions. Then I start kind of describing the results I produce. Then I ask for them to connect with me, whoever it is, right? So this is the kind of formula that you want to apply with both your profile and also any projects that you have that you might want to add to your profile. So I have a series of projects that I'm going to add to my profile in the near future, and that's what I would do. So anyway, that's my long, short critique of your profile, and I hope you liked it.